What's up, everyone? Welcome back or welcome. This is your first visit. Thanks for tuning in. My name is Matt. On this channel, I review brand new cars, and this right here is a 2026 Toyota RAV4. Now, this one comes with a charging outlet on the side because it is a plug-in hybrid XSE trim. Today, I'm at Beaver Toyota of St. Augustine. I will take you on a complete tour of this vehicle. We're going to check it out together from the exterior, interior technology, and of course, the test drive. So if you enjoy watching videos like this, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, give me a thumbs up. Now let's get back to this. Toyota redesigned the RAV4 for 2026 model year, and now they're only available as hybrids, regular hybrids or plug-in hybrids. Now, I've done a few regular hybrids already in several different trim levels, and you can check out those videos. I'm going to link them in the back of this one. I'm really excited because this is the first plug-in hybrid that I have my hands on. They literally just started showing up at the dealerships, and you can almost not find them anywhere. So here at Beaver Toyota, they have one. This is available at the time of this filming. This is the XSE trim level. We're gonna check it out, starting with the exterior. And that is dressed in this storm cloud color, which nicely matches the sky today. It was supposed to be sunny, by the way. Let's check it out and see what we have. Now, I like the shape of the front end of it. I think it looks a little bit more masculine than the previous generation one. We have this indent in the middle of the hood. We also have the LED lights, which includes the regular headlamps, the daytime running lamps, and the turn signals. And with this XSE trim, you also have a set of fog lamps right there on the side. Now, this storm cloud is combined with some of the shiny black color all throughout the vehicle, and we can see some of the accents here as well. And we also have the front-facing camera, and as you can see, the Toyota badge is all blacked out. Now, let me pop the hood and let's see what powers up this plug-in hybrid. And here we'll find the 2.5-liter four-cylinder Atkinson cycle engine coupled with electric motors, a larger battery pack. We have a total net horsepower output of 324, which is about 100 horsepower more than you'll find on the regular hybrid. As far as the transmission, we have this sort of direct drive transmission. They call it the ECVT. And then as far as the 0 to 60, much quicker than the regular hybrid because it's at 5.2 seconds, about 2 seconds faster. We have 52 to 54 miles of all-electric driving range. The all-wheel drive is standard. We have 96 mpges, and as far as the mileage on the gasoline engine, it's 40 miles per gallon combined. So pretty exciting as far as looking at the numbers on paper. I'm definitely going to check this out, the acceleration, driving dynamics at the end of this video. But let's see what else we have. We have some sound insulation. Kind of wish they switched this ugly prop stick and put some hood struts on top, but nevertheless, it looks pretty good underneath here. But before we get to driving it, let's talk about the dimensions. So about 73 to 74 inches is the width of it. 182.9 is the total length of this vehicle, and we have a height of about 66.5 inches. So it is pretty large, compact SUV. It's probably definitely over a foot longer than the original RAV4 when they came out back in 1994. Let's take a look and see what we have on this XSE trim. 20-inch shiny black wheels. As far as the tire size, 235 by 50. And then we have the wheel cladding, like right around it is shiny black. And that shiny black also continues right at the very bottom of this vehicle. Pretty aggressive lines on it, but not as square as they were on the previous generation. I like this one a lot better. We have the turn signal, side view camera, blind spot assist in the mirrors, and if you can see the surroundings of the windows right on top, this is this kind of a smoky chrome, and then everything else is blacked out. Now, black is also the color of the roof of this vehicle because it's a combination of this storm cloud color with the black roof. And here in the back, we have the large LED tail lamps, all new, of course, for 2026 model year RAV4 Toyota badge that's blacked out. Rear view camera. Kind of wish they hid this wiper underneath the gate spoiler up on top. And then we have the PHEV, which stands, of course, for plug-in hybrid electric vehicle, all-wheel drive, and then the bottom of the bumper is finished in this kind of polished aluminum color. It's plastic, of course, but it kind of gives you that a nicer visual of it. Let's pop this gate open and let's see how much room we have. The power lift gates, of course, and this top of the line, one of the top of the line trims. We'll get through the lineup in just a little bit. And here you'll find about 33.6 cubic feet of storage space. So quite a bit for the vehicle its size. Now, underneath here, I'm happy to report that we have a temporary use spare tire and a little bit more space right underneath here. So most of the manufacturers are trying to figure out how to incorporate the spare tire in the vehicle. Well, Toyota's done it. We have the power outlet on the side, and let's see, this is 120 volt, 1500 watts. We also have some illumination in the back and the cargo cover. Now we can fold the seats down, that 60-40 split, and remove this cargo cover here, and that's going to translate to about 67 cubic feet of total cargo space, which is quite a bit again. And then we're going to check it out as far as the roominess for the passengers next. All right, guys, I'm 6 feet tall, and this front seat is adjusted to my regular driving position. Let's close this door. And here it is. I have several inches above my head due to this indent above me. That's probably about a good 4 or 5 inches above my head. I have plenty of shoulder room and definitely enough knee room in front of me. So there's really nothing compact about this compact SUV. Let's take a look and see what else is going on. I'm happy to report that this is all soft, even this top portion right here. We have, of course, the soft inlays here and window control and door handle, more storage at the bottom and the speaker. This is a non-branded stereo on this trim. And then as far as the seats, what Toyota calls it is mixed media seats. So what we have is some suede, also some Softex material, which is Toyota's man-made leather. Essentially, we have some contrast stitching on the side. The seats are nice and comfortable, and right here in the middle you also have this console that opens up with 2 cup holders. Of course, if you don't use it, put it back and the third passenger can sit right in the middle there. In the middle console you have vents and 2 15-watt chargers. Now there's more powerful chargers right in the front. We're going to go through that in just a bit, but I also want to show you that there is more storage in the seat backs, both in the driver and passengers. Let's see what's going on in the front. Of course, before we get in, let's listen to the sound of the closing door. It's just okay. And on the interior, same setup as in the back, but in addition we have 2 memory seat settings, and we have the window mirror lock controls and more storage at the very bottom of it. Nothing too crazy on the door sill here, but we have the power adjustments on both driver and passenger side. Now on the driver's side you have the lumbar support, and you have more adjustments as for in terms of the raising the seats up and down. We also have more bolstering on the front seats than in the back, but the fabric is the same. So we have this suede, we have the Softex, some contrast tubing, some contrast stitching. They are perforated because we also have that heated seats here. Now, as far as the ability to open up the rear gate, you can do it from the interior here. You also can adjust the dimmer. This is for your gas tank door release, and this is your hood. As far as the charging port, of course, it is on the driver's side, and all we do is open this up, and you can see you have the ability to charge this vehicle through here. Now, depending on the trim level, there are different charging ports. So on the XSE and Woodland, we have the CCS1 DC fast charging port and the J1772 level 2 for SE and GR Sport. So the XSE in Woodland allows about 10 to 80% to be charged in approximately 30 minutes, while all models feature an 11 kilowatt onboard charger as well. So this is as far as charging. I'm not really too familiar with the way it works because I never had a plug-in hybrid, but let me jump inside and I'll show the rest of this interior. And we're going to start this tour with the sound of the closing door from the inside. a little better, maybe, hopefully. Okay, here's the interior of this 2026 RAV4 XSE plug-in hybrid. Starting on the side here, we have this large vent. We also have this soft trim here and a shelf with a rubber lining, everything up on top. This is hard plastic, and we have the larger screen in the middle, 12.9-inch screen, and we have the instrument cluster that's all digital. By the way, hit the power button to start this vehicle. It comes to life. And then we're going to start with the steering wheel here and wait for this chime to end. Steering wheel, kind of wish they had a little bit thicker stuff right here. Now, it's slightly thicker, as you can see, but not enough for a good grip. That's just my opinion on it. Now, I like that they didn't use a lot of the shiny black materials. And on the left hand side of the steering wheel, we have the ability to control what's going on in the instrument cluster, and I'll go through some of the features just a moment. On the right hand side, we have the cruise control, adaptive cruise control, and ability, of course, to adjust the gap, cancel the cruise control, etc. We also have this attention assist meter that's right here. You can't see it from here. And then as far as the instrument cluster, let's check this out. So we have the ability to switch different views on it. Like you can see the gauges show up different. Now in the gauge, we also have the ability to change of what's displayed, like this compass, EV, driving ratio, battery status, etc. And by the way, you can see that the battery is 81% charged. Okay, so we have some juice in it to check out the abilities of this vehicle in just a moment. And on the right hand side, you have the speedometer. We have the distance to empty, 212 miles, 82 degrees outside. I actually like it that it's not so shiny, and well, we don't have sun today, so I mean, maybe that's why it's not reflecting as bad. Now, what's shiny is really this screen, but it also has this screen protector, which probably makes it even shinier. And I'm gonna hit set it up later, accept the policies here. And this is the newest Toyota infotainment system, which we've seen in several different vehicles before. We're not going to remove the widget from here, but that just gives you an idea that you can move and remove the widgets from here. This is your home screen. As far as the navigation system, they're going to give you the ability to subscribe to it. I believe you get a year of free navigation. I could be wrong, but I know you get some time that's free, and then you can subscribe to it. Audio is off. To enable audio, we can hit that or select source. As far as the sources, FM, AM, with the Sirius XM, Spotify, Bluetooth, and USB. So everything that you need. And then you can connect your phone, of course. You have the Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, that's wireless capabilities. And here's something that you don't find in the regular hybrid. We have the battery charging schedule, so you can schedule your charge limit. You can charge it to 100%, or you can change it to 90, 80, 60, etc., depending on what you need. Charge and battery, so AC charging current to max, cool battery while charging, that's on. So everything is there. You can charge it, of course, at home. You can charge it at the fast charger, depending on what you like. At the bottom, you can see that we have this strip of buttons, virtual buttons, and that shows you the temperature, and you can adjust the temperature depending on what you want to do with the vehicle, heat it or cool it. I'm actually going to put it right about 70 degrees or so. As you can see, we have the heated and ventilated seats, or you can set them up to auto, and then depends whether the vehicle is heating or cooling. It's going to adjust that as well. And the heated steering wheel, now that's set to auto as well. Again, the different adjustments for the fan, you can set it up to auto and sync it between the two sides, the driver and passenger one, and you can also adjust it the old-fashioned way. They also left the power and volume knob, which is a good thing. And we have the front window defogger and the rear window defroster. And here right at the bottom, you also have the hazard lights. Now, before we move off from the screen, I want to put it in reverse and see how that camera looks. Wow, that takes up the entire screen between the top-down view and between the regular view of that camera. It's really nice. We have the active trajectory lines that also show the trajectory of the vehicle from the top. So that's pretty cool as well. That's your rear camera. We have several different angles, I believe, two different angles. And this is it. Put it back in park so we don't roll. And then here we have the drive modes. So let's see, normal, eco, sport, and custom. And on the other side, you also have the trail and snow mode, because this is an all-wheel drive. So here you can hit that normal, eco, sport, custom, and drive mode snow or normal. All right, so that's essentially what it is: trail, snow, or normal. And then also it shows on the instrument cluster, see which drives you're in. So this is your eco, sport, custom. I'm actually going to leave it in sport because I want to feel the power of this vehicle while driving. And then of course you have the auto and switch between like the EV hybrid vehicle, HV mode, and EV mode. I'm going to leave it in the EV auto. I'm actually going to put it in auto mode. So let the vehicle decide which one to use. 45-volt charging. That's through the USB Type-C. Here's your charging pad up on top on one side. Kind of wish they maybe did it on both sides. And then we have more storage down the bottom, 2 cup holders, a shifter, which is the regular style shifter, pretty cool looking one. Also, we have the button for the view, so that turns on your camera. And we also have this transparent hood. So let's see, if I start driving, you can see this starts recording and it shows me of what's going on underneath the vehicle. Of course, not in the real life time, but enough to make me see whether there are any rocks or boulders or anything like this underneath here. And if you see that puddle of water, that's because the AC was running. So this is not oil, nothing to be concerned here, guys. I know I've gotten some comments in before, hey, something is leaking. Yeah, this is the condensation. All right, so electronic parking brake hold, 2 large cup holders. We also have the traction control off. You can turn that off, and you have the hill descent assist here. We're going to turn that off because we don't need it. Now, as far as the glove box or the middle console, it can be opened up either on one side or the other side, or if you squeeze both of them at the same time, it can actually be removed. And here's what we have. You can, if you prefer this, you can, okay? But it says don't use it as your lunch table. I wonder how many people are going to listen to that. All right, and we also have a sticker saying that, hey, there's a vehicle data transmission, so unless you want them to stop tracking you, you have to call. All right, so we have the home link system for your garage door opener, let's say, and there's no digital rear view mirror, but we have the sunglasses holder and also the lights. Well, this is for the sunroof, but the lights, just the tiny little lights right here, but they're LEDs, they're nice and powerful. All right, and as far as the sunroof, okay, let's actually close this and slide it open because we have the manual cover here, and then you can slide this sunroof open, letting the air and light in here. Not a huge space, but you know, for those of you who like sunroofs, it's definitely there. Makes it lighter. And then as far as the visor, as you can see, that opens up, and we have the illuminated mirrors there as well. And this is it, guys. This is the 2026 Toyota RAV4 plug-in hybrid XSE. Let's talk pricing. Take it for a spin. So as far as pricing, the RAV4 plug-in hybrid starts with the SE 41.5. Woodland is the next trim up, 45.3. This XSE starts at 47.2. And this one has the two-tone exterior and the weather package. Those are the 2 packages that were added to it at the factory. And so it's slightly more expensive. And then we have the GR Sport at 48.5, and that's the one with the cool looking exterior. Now, they're all going to share the same powertrain. It's just the options that are different. So if you're looking at the starting point, it's actually not bad at 41.5 to have the 324 horsepower, to have the 50 miles all electric driving range. We also have the 102 MPGEs. That's including the electric driving range, but also without it too, guys. I mean, 40 miles per gallon just on the gasoline engine only. It's not bad at all. And before we take it on the road, I want to check out of how this vehicle turns. So I'm here at the end of the road. We're going to turn the steering wheel all the way to the left and see if I can make it through here. Yeah, barely, but I did make it. Okay. So yeah, it wouldn't quite make a full U-turn on the narrow road like this, but just slightly outside of it, but not bad, definitely. And driving, really the first thing you notice is how quiet this cabin is. And while I felt some of the wind noise while test driving the regular hybrid RAV4, this one, I don't feel anything. Maybe because we don't have the crossbars here. That could be the reason for it. But very smooth sailing here. I like the insulation of the cabin again. You know, this is one of the important things, especially when you're comparing it to other vehicles in its class. Once you step on it, lay down on it, yeah, I mean, it goes. And we probably should slow down here on this road, but I'm going to open it up in just a little bit just to feel that 324 horsepower and see how that RAV4 accelerates. Getting into this turn here, let's see how the suspension is gonna handle this. Bit of a lean, but not bad. I like the bolstering on the seats too, kind of hold me in place. You can definitely feel the power on this vehicle even by tapping on that gas pedal here. I really like as we are slowing down and getting to the vehicle in front of you, it turns on this front-facing camera, so you can see the vehicle, of course, in front of you. You can also see it on the screen. I'm pretty sure that that could be turned off, and it's just an option here. Ooh, I like that. Get it up to 50 in like no time at all. Now I can hear some of the wind noise once we get up to speed. Yeah, it's kind of the same feeling as on that just a regular hybrid. So there is that wind noise that can be felt inside the cabin. Very, very slight road noise, almost non-existent, but the wind noise is there. Let me actually close this off, make it a little bit better insulated, and see what if that's gonna fix it. Still there. As far as the regenerative braking, I have it in the sport mode, so as I let go of the gas pedal, the vehicle will brake and regenerate the battery as well, which is not a very jerky system, which I'm happy to report on that, because a lot of vehicles, once you let go of that gas, it kind of, you know, brakes really, really hard, and this is not the case with the RAV4. Now, I'm going to have a stretch of open road in just a moment here to open it up a little bit. I'm not going to beat on it or anything like this. Just want to feel the acceleration of this vehicle. And we're getting into this turn here. And there you go. Now we can stop right here. Nobody in front, nobody in the back of us. And let's go. Oh, that pushes you in the seat. Oh my goodness. Guys, 60 in no time. This is really quick. This is really quick for a compact, non-luxury vehicle. And it feels good too while doing that. All right, well, let's see what happens when I switch the drive mode to just a normal drive mode. Let's see what happens. Well, the steering just kind of becomes lighter a little bit. And as far as the regenerative braking, it gives you a little bit more coasting. So I let go off the gas and it doesn't brake. Well, it brakes, but not as hard as with the sport mode. So very cool. Well, guys, let me know what you think about this 2026 RAV4 plug-in hybrid. Would you buy this? Would you go for something else? Let's get this conversation going in the comment section. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you liked it. If you did, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in my next video. Cheers.